Hello, in this video, I'll be showing you how to gain access to a password protected VBA code. So when I say VBA, I mean Visual Basic for Application. So there's a way you can use a password to protect the code for your VBA, to protect your intellectual property. However, we are going to be bypassing that password protection. And there are so many approaches to do this, but we will be using one of such approach. So let me share my screen. Yeah, so I believe you can see my Excel document. So what I will be doing is, let me save as an Excel document with macros. So I've clicked on file already, but my computer is a little bit slow. Okay, let me go to save as, and let me go to, let me save in my dummy file. Then I'll choose XLSB. So you can either choose Excel binary workbook or Excel macro enabled workbook. I'm going with XLSB. So I'm saving this. Yeah, so now I've saved it. It's empty, so I can just add some content in the front end. But what I'm interested in is I'll be pressing alternate F11 so that I'll go to the macro section of this page. Then what I want to do is I will be inserting a module. Yeah, I have my module inserted now. Then I will just fish out some macro code that we can use. So just give me a moment to get one out. So before I actually start that, let me just give a short disclaimer. So the aim of this video is not to promote unethical practices. The aim of this video is for us, is for security engineer to be able to understand the security processes around the application and for them to know how to tighten things up. And also, another case study for usage of this is, let's assume that you have you built a VBA project some years ago, then you forgot the password and you are trying to gain entry. So this video would also help you to bypass that so that you can set a new password for yourself. So what I'll be doing very quickly is I just want to have some declarations. So I'll just be putting some declarations in my module. So I just have to, so let me just use this first variable as integer, dim second variable as integer also. Yeah, so this is our macro. So this is just a simple macro. So what I want to do now is I want to protect this. So I'll go to tools, I'll go to VBA properties, then I'll go to protection, lock project from being. I'll give it a password, so I can give it any long password. Let me just give it the name of this channel, frankly Ayo. Confirm password, frankly Ayo. Then it's logged now. Okay, so I can save the project now. So let me close this and I can save the projects. Okay, so this project, it has been saved. So let me close this. Then I will open it again and I will reshare. So I'm opening it one more time. I'm enabling content. So now let me reshare my screen so that you can see the protection in action. So this is it, the same project. Now I want to go to the code now, alternate F11, and you can see that it's protected. If I should try to click over here, let me try to, you can see it's asking for password. So basically the project is protected. I hope you can see my screen though. Let me stop sharing and um let me reshare. So you can't see the macro aspects. You are seeing the other, yeah. So you can see it is protected. So it's protected. What I did initially was before this video started. So I think I might have to start this again. Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how you can bypass a password-enabled VBA project. So let me share my screen. So I have a simple VBA project over here that is password protected. You can see when I try to access the content of the VBA project, the macros, the macro code, it's prompting me for a password. So, and I have forgotten this password, or I want to understand the security architecture around VBA password protection. So I do not have this password. So I don't have access to this project. I don't have access to the code. So what I'm going to be doing is I have a couple of codes that I got somewhere from the internet that allows you to bypass this protection. So what you need to do is to open another project of similar type to this particular VBA project. So I'll be doing that now. Yeah, so that is coming up. That is coming up. I'm doing that now. Uh, So as I continue, one thing I said earlier on, and I want to emphasize is that the reason why we are doing this is to help security engineers know the gaps in their applications, as well as allowing them to, as well as allowing good faith users to be able to um, gain access to their VBA project if they forgot their password and they want to get back in. So what I will be doing is, so have I opened the second project? Let me see again. It's still loading. I don't know. My computer has been quite slow of late. Still loading, still loading. So while this is coming up, so the way this work is that if you need to protect a VBA project, all you need to do is to come over to tools. So this is protected. So I can't even come over to tools except I provide the password. So let me try to open the second project I'm trying to um for me to be able to work with this. So what I need to do, as I said earlier on, is come over here and try to open the second project, which is coming up, but for some reasons it's taking like forever. I think my computer is even hanging. So let me stop sharing first. Hello, in this video, I'll be showing you how you can bypass the password protection in a VBA project. And the reason why we are making this video is that the intention is to help security engineers better understand some of the gaps that exist in their applications, as well as helping good faith editors. We're assuming that you built a VBA project a while back, you forgot the password, you are trying to gain access, and you are looking for ways by which you can get back to your application. It's not for unethical usage. So I'll be sharing my screen. So I believe you can see my screen now. So let me just add some random content over here. I'll save this. And what I will do is I will go to save as. I want to save it as a VBA project. I'll be picking, I can either pick .xlsb or .xlsn, which is Excel binary workbook, or Excel macro enabled workbook. I'm going with XLSB. I will save, and I've saved my project as an Excel document with macros in the backend. So what I'll be doing is that I want to switch over to macro mode, where I'll be able to see the codes. And to do that, I use alternate F11. So after getting there, what I will be doing is, let me add a module. So I will right click, insert a module. So what I will do now is I will just use dim first variable as integer, dim second variable as integer as well. So this is just a simple code that I'm slotting in here. So I mistakenly, so let us go back over there. So I'm not sharing let me share the macro screen. I was still on the Excel screen. So this is the dim that I was working on. Dim first variable, dim second variable. So we have this, interesting. So this is the code that we want to protect. For us to protect it, we come over to, what's it called? To tools, to VBA project properties, protection, log project for viewing. I will give it a password. Let me give it a simple password. Yeah, so we've given it a password. Now it is protected. And to show you that it is protected, I'll be closing this project and I will open it again, and I would try to access this simple code that we have here. So let me close. I know I've stopped sharing, but I'll just close this. I'll save, and I will close, and I will reopen it, and I will reshare. So let me reopen the project now. It's opening. Okay, so I would reshare now. Let me reshare. Yeah, so I've reshared. You can see the project. But what I'm even interested in is the macro aspect to it. So alternate F11 again. So let me stop sharing and reshare the the developer aspect that is on another window. So we have this now. This is the reshared code. You can see the entire screen is completely blank. So now if I should try to open this, it's requesting for a password and I do not have the password. So now we want to see how we can bypass this protection and gain entry into our macro code. So I will be closing this first. I'll be closing this. So let me close this. I'll close this. Now I will be opening another Excel that have some programs attached to it. So let me open it now. Yeah, interesting. So let me just be sure that I am sharing the right screen. Yeah, so recall that our previous program is still opened, but we opened another Excel document and we are going to use macros in this program to gain entrance into the protected document. So this program, I have attached some code. I'll be adding the code in the description. So it's those code that will run through my entire system and ensure that all the macros will ensure that all the Excel documents in my computer will be unprotected. So this is what I created. So now let me go back to my, what's it called? To the protected document, which is frankly.xlsb. Yeah, this is the protected document. So for us to be able to do what is required of us, would go to view. I hope I'm sharing my screen, hopefully. Then we'll click on macros. Where's macro? Yeah. Click on macros, view macros. But this time around, we'll start with these two macros that you can see here. They are from the second Excel document, which we want to use to unprotect this particular document. So we start with recovery bytes, and I will run this macro first, and it has been executed. But what is even more interesting is unprotected. So there are two modules within the book macro, within the book workbook rather. So when I click on this, I try to run this, and you can see VBA project is unprotected. So now if we should go to this macro now, if I should use alternate F11, now this is the previously protected VBA that we tried to access and was requesting for password. Now we are going to try to access it again, and you will see that we now have access. Oh, I am not sharing. Let me share my screen. And you can see now that I now have access even without providing the password. So I hope that this video um is informative for you. If it is, don't hesitate to share, like, and subscribe. So there are about three approaches that you can use to do this. You can use only dump, you can brute force, and you can also use this method by the wonderful guys on Stack Overflow. So I might create videos on the other approach, and let me know if that's something you would like to see. Okay. Hello. So it just occurred to me that I didn't show you the code that is actually on protecting the files. So that's what I just want to show quickly before ending this call. So alternate F11 one more time. So this is the dummy file that is created to unprotect the actual Excel document um, that we want to unprotect. So this is the code. This is the code that does it. So let me just scroll down so you can pause this video, and if you need to copy it, it's available on the internet too. But if you don't know how to search through the internet, you can always copy this. So module 1 as well as module 2. This is module 2 that does it very short, and this is module 1 over here. So you just have module 1 and module 2 in another file, a similar VBA project. Then from the VBA project that you want to unprotect, you you try to gain access to this, you run this macro in that project. I believe you get the logic. Okay, so I just needed to add this. I'll be combining. I've created this video like 4 times, and the first time I thought I was not sharing my screen, but I was actually sharing my screen. The second time, my laptop was hanging. The third time, I forgot that I didn't show you the code, and that's why this is the fourth time. Okay.